Let's go. This for my town, bruh. I know we've been abused. I hold us down, bruh. That's either win or lose. Wait, what I'm talking about? We ain't finna lose.
And I'm sitting here with someone who needs no introduction, but I'm going to introduce her anyway. This is the fabulous Miss Keisha Hayes.
Hey, applause.
Man, I couldn't have a show called Pioneers and not have you on in terms of this. It's not, you a pioneer and influential woman in dating. You know what I'm saying? And part of being a pioneer, like the part of the reason of the pioneers is giving people their flowers while they can still smell them. You know what I'm saying?
Amen.
And we focus on our haters so much, but it's love out here. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
And I just wanted to give you some love. You know what I'm saying? For some of the things that a lot of the things that you've done for dating in terms of the events you've thrown on. And word on the street is a Keisha Hayes hair appointment is more rare than a winning a raffle for an exclusive pair of grails, man. Hey, they go crazy. I'm telling you, I know.
Yeah,
I'm saying my wife did hair, and this is one of the people she talked about that she idolized and wanted to learn from, and getting better at her craft. So I definitely wanted to, like I said, give you your flowers, and then talk about what you got going on in terms of your TikTok shop and your videos. Those are hilarious. You're a very good salesperson, by the way.
Thank you.
I hate to give this compliment to Black people, but you're very well spoken.
Well, thank you. I understand, because it's kind of like, well, what did you expect? But
Right.
yeah, I got it.
Right.
I got it.
So go on and talk to us and tell us something, Miss Hayes.
Where are we starting? You want me to start back at the hair thing?
Let's
You
go.
want me to?
Let's go with the hair. How long you been doing hair?
Oh gosh, I'll give you two accounts. So
Let's go license hair.
There we go.
Remember you was doing hair in high school.
Yes.
Back then.
Yeah,
Man.
that's what I was about to say. Well, I got
Yeah,
paid for my first haircut at 12 years old.
Right.
But licensed this year makes 29.
Wow.
29 years.
Wow. So it's obviously a passion of yours. Is it? Do you I guess you like to make people feel good, operate at their highest self when you look good, you feel good, you play good, like Dion said.
Absolutely.
So you play a huge role in that.
Yeah, the hair can be a complete transformation. Now, don't get me wrong, makeup can be as well.
Right.
For all of us, but some people aren't as comfortable wearing makeup. Your hair you can't take off.
Right. Well,
you can add to. Yeah, I mean, you can cut it off, but it's still your hair.
Right.
You can add to it. But when it comes to makeup, everybody's not comfortable with makeup.
Okay.
But you can definitely get them more comfortable with their hair, or hairstyle, or whatever options they have. But the feeling of turning a client around after you've done something for them, it could be literally just a shampoo, condition, cut, and style.
Okay.
But for somebody who hasn't had it done properly,
right,
and you cut or trim them and have their hair that they thought was dead and useless, have it looking healthy and flowing.
Yeah, I've seen the before and after videos, and her hairstyles make you look like you in a commercial when she done. I'm talking about like the shampoo commercials during the stories. You know what I mean?
My clients call it "who me hair" because it make you turn your head because the hair is.
Yeah, I know my sister Dawn. Oh my God! Every time she gets her hair done by you, she has to post.
I love
and she's very happy, and I can see it in her spirit. You know what I'm saying?
That.
And that's a positive effect to have on the Black community. And I wanted to give you your flowers for that. Now, when I first moved back to Dayton, she was one of the only people I know throwing events, and every event that she threw was an actual event. It just wasn't a function. It was an event, and everyone put their clothes on and put their best behavior on. How long have you been doing event promotions or party planning?
Well, I did some by myself years ago, but I wasn't as committed to it because hair took up a lot of my time. Like, especially once I moved back here. I moved back in that 11, 12, somewhere in there. I moved back, and the more I was here and getting out and meeting more people and talking to just people that I've known for years, the more I recognized that there was a need for other events.
Okay.
Now, in fairness, I was not the only person that recognized that.
Oh.
Bruce and I believe they're cousins, Bruce and Dwayne, we all saw the need for a more upscale event. And I'd always talk about, I remember when I was younger, watching my mom and my aunts and my uncle get dressed up and go out.
Right.
And it wasn't because it's New Year's. There may be an event that they're going to.
Right.
And I'm like, we don't have anything like that for adults. We're just thinking more along the lines like event-wise.
Right, events.
Something, get a reason to get dressed up. Not a reason to get clubbed.
Right.
But a reason to get dressed up.
Right.
And
it's a difference.
Yeah, it's definitely a difference. And we recognize that that was not something we had here. We can't even say a lot of. Okay. That's not something we had here that was not attached to something like
the
Botillion, stuff like that, or a frat or sorority type event. Nothing against those, but there was nothing
for the average, the common man.
Yeah, and to get dressed up and come out and look good, and you feel yourself in a different way when you get dolled up. You know what I mean?
Hey, the mirror selfies and you're operating at your highest self when you got some good clothes on, man.
Absolutely.
That you took time to curate, you know what I mean? Not just put some clothes on and go, like you said, to the club or something.
Right.
So, do you have any events that you're working on, looking down the future, down the pike, or are you just in the hair lane at this moment, or in the TikTok lane as well?
We'll come back to that.
That's a whole channel.
We'll come back to that.
I'll be looking for different reasons, but
we'll come back to that.
I have bought the light before. I bought the light from her, and I still have it, and it still works. You know, I support my people now.
I appreciate it. I appreciate all support. Let's get that straight. But so with the event thing, I've been contemplating bringing back the black tie. The issue has become, it's supposed to cost. Now, it was never free, but the reason why it was lower to start with is to generate the buzz, to get people out and get them coming out and talking about it. And it worked. And it was to give people time to get familiar. You know what I mean? Like I said, we weren't used to having those type of, So of course, your first year or two, you got people showing up and you still thought this was the club. It's not, but it's okay because we welcome you.
But all pub is good pub though, because it definitely generates a better turnout the year after. Because matter of fact, some of the fun is the next day on social media.
with the post and the pictures. If they're not talking about your event, whether it be good or bad, then it wasn't worth talking.
Absolutely.
So and then it kind of transformed all the way into what that last year that it was big. I did it by myself, and so that was pre-COVID, 2019. Then I planned it again for 2020 because that 2019 was awesome. It was awesome. So I planned 2020 again, had it set up in a new
more, and I'm learning more. So
yeah, I'm
becoming a man of the people.
Come on, man of the people. There's a event space down here that used to be a bank, and it was new. So I had caught it at just the right time. That's one thing, if you don't already know, in Dayton, Ohio, you can catch an event space early, especially if you're talking about the nicer ones. You're gonna get the best deals for them. So I caught this one early. A lot of people didn't know about it. So I got a really good deal for what they cost. I mean, good deal. If I say good deal, you thinking, oh, it's only $1,000. No, still high, but not still high, but not. More yeah. Definitely manageable because I had to keep it sensible for me. Because at the end of the day, the risk was going to be my own. I'm taking the risk by myself. I don't have anybody to split that with, kind of like insurance. So I
pioneer type ish.
Hey,
just keep walking and it'll happen.
We're gonna figure it out. And at the time, the reason why I wanted to keep it going because the buzz was so real and because I'd seen it do its thing and it had become everything I know at least I envisioned, but I believe Bruce and Dwayne envisioned as well.
Mhm.
It had even taken on a whole nother, like people were looking at it like avant-garde style. So people was like, a lot of times you don't learn if you don't make mistakes. And if you're
Right.
not making them along the way, and then boom, once you think you've made it, something happens that you should have learned before. Now you're completely thrown off because you really thought you already had it all together.
Right.
So yeah, I understand that. But yeah, I would love to throw another event later this year.
Okay.
I'm not living here anymore, in and out, and with me traveling to do hair, I'm not here a whole lot, but I am here enough now since I'm not flying right now that I can be a little more diligent in planning.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll look forward to whatever is next from Miss Keisha Hayes. I will always support anything that you have going on. So
thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you for taking the time out to sit down with me. I appreciate you.
Well, thank you.
Is there anything else you would like to say or promote or?
Yeah. So I do, I guess they consider it affiliate marketing, and I'm not an influencer, but
she's influential, but she's not an influencer.
That's the best way to put it.
Right.
But I do, the products that you see that I post on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, those are products that are either products that I purchased that I thought I would like myself, or products that the vendor, the seller, has sent me to try.
And you absolutely like
and I like them. So I will believe that everything that I talk about is something that I've gotten for free, which is why I'm doing it, which is not the truth.
Right.
I'll say probably at this point, it might be 60-40, 50-50, somewhere in there. And that's only because now the stuff that I would buy, I can send them a request to see if they'll send it to me before I purchase it.
Right.
But yeah, so I talk about the things that I feel like people will use. People will like stuff that I like. And with age, perimenopause for women.
Hey, men be having periods too.
Well, for us, it goes away.
Right.
That's what with perimenopause.
Ours don't.
I'm just being clear. But with perimenopause and stuff like that, all of my ladies, as you get older, you'll come into this phase, which some come into it earlier based on medical stuff. But a lot of the things that I have found on TikTok actually help with that as well, which is why you'll see me talking a lot about supplements. But there is a commission. It's commission based. Now, of course, the more people that support me, the more they will, the vendors and sellers support me. So at this point, I really just need to keep going. And that's the thing with affiliate marketing and doing what I'm doing. People have been telling me for years that I should be on social media more. And
you're definitely, you have a personality. You have a great personality.
And thank you.
And a tone to your voice also. You have a voice, you can be loud or soft if you need to be.
Absolutely.
And your voice resonates.
So with that, I finally started moving into this space. And being honest, the reason why, number one, I should have been doing it. Let's be clear on that. But because I've left a lot of money on the table not doing it. I really should have been on this years ago. But because I've been doing hair so long, my hands and my wrists only have so much more time left on them. My legs and my feet good, but my hands and my wrists, they're on their way out. So I had to be honest with myself about what does going forward look like financially. I've been a flight attendant. I was going to go back to flying. Right now, with the way things are, I'm really on the fence about that. But this right here, I can do.
Right.
And all I have to do is be me doing it.
Exactly.
But yeah, so that transformed, and now I would love to do it again. I tried to do it with Dwayne a couple years ago, but a lot of times what happens with the planning, especially with me moving around a lot, I won't start planning until closer to it. So because the buzz isn't what it used to be, it needs to start. I have to start planning earlier in the year. So I'm working on it for this year. But I just need y'all to show up because what we're not going to keep doing is planning stuff. And then y'all, oh yeah, I'm going to come. And next thing you know, you're not there.
Okay.
So if y'all see me all over your news feed, up and down your timeline, understand I have to do that in order to do what needs to be done.
Every post she posts, I love.
Thank
So yeah, giving the love. So all right, well, thank you so much for sitting down with us. I'm not gonna hold you up. I know somebody trying to get up under that dryer.
Wow.
So give you a hug while you're in town. Cause I don't know when I'm gonna see you again.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
See, cause failure is an option we ain't finna choose. So if you didn't know, you need to get used to me. I'm trying to place Dayton back up where we used to be. That mean I gotta put the crown on my city's head. I read the news and then I heard that my city's dead. And so I ran into the mortuary and came out with a corpse I've been forced to